tragedy has hit the Fox News channel.
Fox News contributor Mary Katharine Ham's husband, Jake Brewer.
34-year-old Jake Brewer, who worked in the White House.
He was killed in a bicycle accident while doing something for others, biking for a cancer charity.
I know how grateful Mary Katharine and the family is for the truly remarkable outpouring of support from the Fox family, from our viewers. It has been extraordinary, it has been moving, and it has been a very small ray of light and hope.
Jake Brewer, only 34 years old, tragically died while helping others. Jake was taking part in a charity bike race. He lost control of his bicycle and collided with an oncoming car. You know his wife, Mary Katharine Ham, and she knew she needed a way to honor her husband. He was a Democrat, she was a Republican, but their love of helping American service members is what initially drew them together. In 2011, during their first year of marriage, Jake and Mary Katharine ran the Marine Corps Marathon. And this weekend, Mary Katharine ran in the Marine Corps Marathon 10K to keep her husband Jake's memory alive. On the Record's Griff Jenkins spoke to her after the race.
This is the finish line, a 10-kilometer tribute to fallen Marines, and for Mary Katharine Ham, an opportunity to honor her late husband.
Congratulations. You're 8 months pregnant and you just did a 10K.
Thank you.
And on this gray October day, nothing was going to stop Mary Katharine, 8 months pregnant, with her second baby, from crossing the finish line.
I did think that this would be therapeutic and it would be something that Jake would appreciate. He was never one for anyone sitting on their butts, and so he would not tolerate it from me.
Last month, her husband Jake Brewer tragically killed during a cancer charity bike ride doing what he loved the most, serving others. He was a Democrat, a member of the Obama White House. She, a conservative pundit and familiar face here at Fox News. But one thing this bipartisan couple had in common, supporting fallen service members at the Marine Corps Marathon.
We ran together at this race in 2011, which is the year that we got married. And when I say together, I mean he kicked my butt and I ran respectably behind him.
And this year, Jake's passing, not nearly enough to keep him away from the race.
I try to focus on the good moments and I try to remember that we love him here, but that he can check us out, and hopefully he's got a really good seat for that.
For On the Record, I'm Griff Jenkins.
And now Mary Katharine Ham joins me. Nice to see you, Mary Katharine.
Thanks.
And I told you before when you sat down how awkward this is, because you never know what to say to someone like this.
That's the way this works.
You know, it really is. I mean, I didn't know your husband, but when this happened, it turned all of us upside down. It turned the viewers upside down. I mean, I can't even imagine, what it's like for you in little Georgia.
Well, and one of the things that I've learned about this process is that, there is no quick cure, but there have been blessings in it, even though it is a terrible thing. And one of the blessings is that both people I know personally, my professional family here at Fox and elsewhere, and thousands of people that I do not know who are among our viewership and just people who cared about us have been willing to support us, and just armies of people praying for us. And that really has brought me so much comfort and brought all of us so much comfort. So I'd like to say thank you for that.
Well, when I hear the terms, I mean, you're a young woman. When I hear late husband, I mean, that's not supposed to happen to a young woman, and you're pregnant with your second child. That's not supposed to happen. Late, just not the right word. And when I hear all the things about Jake, I mean, of all things, he's on a charity trying to help others. I mean, like, that's not supposed to happen.
Right. Yeah, he was one hell of a human being. It's hard to explain all that he was because he did so many things. And he was one of these people who might have been obnoxiously good at everything, except that he was such a cool guy and such a nice guy and really was driven to help other people all the time. I think he knew that all of his talents were blessings and that they were given to him and that he needed to use them in service of others. And that was something that drove him. And it's how he fit in 70 years of life in 34 years, which is one thing I'm really thankful for.
How did you find out? Where were you?
I was in Durham, North Carolina with my family, thank goodness, when this all started happening.
You get the phone call and then everything's different.
Well, yeah, there's a signpost in my life now of before and after this happened. And the thing is, and I think Jake would want this for us, it is an impossibly, irreparably sad thing that happened to us. But I am not an impossibly, irreparably sad person. And my children will not be, and our family will not be, because he would want us to live bravely, and he would want us to have fun. And I will probably always think that the world is a little bit less fun and beautiful because he's not here. But he would say it's my job to get off my butt and make it fun and beautiful.
You know, I see that picture, and I mean, I look at him and I think, wow, I'd like to have known him. You know, it's like he didn't, you know, I didn't see him in here with you. And so, and I look at that, and he looks like he's full of life.
Yes.
I mean, it looks like he wants to have fun. I mean, look at you in your the costumes. What was that all about?
I'm a little bit obsessed with Halloween. Jake was kind enough to go along with it, especially he was a very talented photographer. And so when he figured out he could take pictures of us in our get-up every year, he went along with it. And I dressed him up as Captain America because, frankly, it was pretty believable. He was that guy. And he was, you know, an incredibly talented athlete, very smart guy, just gifted in every area.
I ask every woman this and every man, when you first met him, did you love him? Did you like him?
I think when I first met him, for both of us, there were some reservations because of the bipartisan nature of that relationship. But I think with the reason we were together is because we believe that people are more than just their politics. They are more than just their ideologies. And it's a rare person who's not a hybrid of some kind, and you can find things to come together on. And Jake and I agreed on many things. Not least of which was the way we would raise our kids, and that's one thing I feel very confident about moving forward, is that that I know what he would have wanted, and that I can take care of things. And one thing I've said throughout all this is, if you had put this exact scenario to Jake, he would have said beyond a shadow of a doubt that I could handle it. Now that doesn't mean that I have no doubts. But the fact that he would not gives me strength. And I really believe that. And he will continue to give me strength from elsewhere as well.
How's Georgia, your daughter?
She's doing good. She's happy to have everyone around her. There's a chance at her age that she will hang on to a little bit of memory of him. So I'm praying for that and helping her reinforce it. He loved to take photos of her and did it every month. He did a photo shoot with her every month. And they say that toddlers connect memories to photographs. So I'm hoping that that activity that they did together that was so important will stick with her.
It's amazing that you did the race. Amazing that, you know, that did the race in his honor. Good for you.
Thank you very much.
And, you know, I look forward to having you, you know, come back here, you know, get back, you know, when the time's right, you know, come back, you know, full time and, you know, talk with us in the makeup room and come on the set and everything else like we all do here.
Thank you. Well, the race and this is, and this whole process are about putting one foot in front of the other and not giving up, and that's what I'm doing.
And you got a big project, a new baby coming.
Yes.
Mary Katharine, thank you for joining us. And, you know, like I said, Jake was, you know, an inspiration to all of us, even those of us who didn't know him.
I'm glad.